Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi themed WordPress tutorial. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we're continuing on with our Divi basics theme here. And what we're going to do today is we're going to use a bit of dynamic content and create a little page title section like this. As usual, I'm going to use the visual builder so we can edit on the front end. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this section here and we'll start from scratch. I've just put a bit of content in here just so we've got something below it. So let's delete this section and start again. Okay, so I'm going to hit the add new section button, call it a regular section, and put a single column in our row here. What I'm also going to do is just add a text section. Text module, I should say. And there it is right there. Just going to close that out in a minute and put our section where we want it, because I want it right at the top, not in between these two sections. So I'm just going to the blue section tag, the green ones for the row and the dark ones for the module itself. I'm going to pull it up to the top. There we go, so it's sitting on the top there. Now if I go into the dark one and edit our module, don't want any of this because we're going to use a bit of dynamic content. What dynamic content is it pulls from the actual database of the site itself. So we can have a page title here, and if we use it on another page, it will change and become the name of the other page. So just click on this little sort of disk-like icon over here and choose what you want. Title, excerpt, publish date, comment, link, author, site title, tagline, etc., etc., current date. These are all useful things to have, but for our purposes, I'm just going to use the page title. If I click on that, and this is the About Us page I've just created right here. And as you can see, it knows that. It's taken it from the database and it's the About Us. Okay, that's great. So it doesn't look too interesting right now. So what I'm going to do, I want that text in the middle. I want to make it a lot larger, so it's more of a feature. Let's go to our Design tab. Go to Text. And scroll down just a little bit. So I'm just going to give it a color because I'm going to give it a background in a minute. If I leave it dark like that, you won't be able to see it. So I've just made it red. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to keep it red. And if we go down a little bit further, let's align it to the center with our text orientation here. You've got left, center, right, and justified. That's fine. Okay. Now the text, I want it a lot bigger. Something like that. I think I'm going to make it all caps right here. You got italic, all caps, upper and lower caps, underline, and line through. You can have combinations, but for our purposes today, I'm just going to use capitals. That's fine, and let's make it bold. Text font weight, I'm just going to go down to bold. The ultra bold would probably be too much. Yeah, looks like it been at my chocolate stash. Okay, so let's put it back to bold. That's fine. Great. So we're almost done. And now let's give our section a background. Now you can just click on your section cog there to edit it. And you've got a choice of a regular color. You've got a gradient, which is 2 colors, and you can just select 2 colors and use them for your gradient. We'll do that in another section. You can use an image, which is what we're going to use today, or you can actually put a video behind it by uploading a WebM or an MP4. Okay, so let's go back to image, and I'm going to add a background image. I'm just going to use that one for convenience. So there it is behind it, and that doesn't look particularly interesting. I mean, it's okay, but let's make it a little more interesting. So what I'm going to go do is go over to our color tab. I'm going to add a background color also. Because we've got a kind of blue theme going on here, I'm going to add a sort of dark blue, maybe similar to that color up there. Doesn't have to be exactly the same. Something like that. That's fine. Now, if we go back over to our image, what we can do, if I scroll down a bit, we did this with our slider, is we can go down. Remember, we're on the image now, not the color itself. Background image blend. And you can select different things that you want it to do. You can multiply. Still see it just about through there. Do all kind of different things. Do color dodge. Have an experiment till you find something you like. Saturation. It's pretty much the same as our other one. Luminosity. Get some good effects, but I'm going to go back to that top one, which was multiply. And you can kind of see it through there, but I want to see it a little bit more than that, but I still want it fairly dark. So what we need to do is go back up, and we're on our image tab. Let's go over to our color tab again. Click on the color itself, and you've got these two little sliding bars over here. The one to the right is the opacity, and that's the one I want to drag down. And the more you drag it down, the more of the image will bleed through. You see it bleeding through as I'm pulling it down? Now, I don't want to put it down that far. I want to put it maybe about there, perhaps. That's absolutely great. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll save that. Little check mark right here. By the way, if you want to make this thing bigger, you can just drag it with this and make it bigger and smaller. You can also dock it to the side so that your website's full page here and you've got a full page thing to play with here. So it's really convenient. But anyway, that's good. I'm happy with that. So we saved that. Now, I'm not so sure about that red. You might like it, but I'm not too keen on it. So let's go into our little text module there. Hit the cog. I'm just going to go ahead and change that to white. I'm going to undock this because I kind of like it floating around a bit where I can just move it where I want it. And I'm going to go to the design tab, to the text, and simply going to go to the color and change it to white. There we go. I'm really happy with that. That's going to work for me. Okay, so A, why did we use a dynamic and not just put the text in? And B, what are we going to do with it? You know, you don't want to have to make this on every page. Well, there's two things we can do. We can save the section, this little icon right here. If we click on that, we can save and add this section to our library. And I'll say page header. What that's going to do is every time we create a page, we can just load our page header in it and it'll come up, and whatever the name of the page is, it'll change that bit to it, but you'll still have that image behind. So I'll save that to the library. The other thing you can do is go into the actual module itself and save the module. In your library. So that way, if you want a different image on the different pages, you just have to create the section with the image behind it and change the module. Or put your saved module in there. I'll demonstrate that in just a moment. The other thing is you might or may not want a little less space. And all you have to do is grab the bottom of it, pull it up like that, grab the top of it, pull it up like that. I quite like it the way it was, but if you just want to change the padding, that's a very quick and easy way of doing it. All I was doing was left clicking and dragging the bottom up and the top upwards as well. I'm going to hit Control Z and undo that. I'm going to save this. And we'll create another page quickly and you'll see exactly what I mean there. So let's save this. Once we've got our check mark, let's exit the Visual Builder. Alright, and let's create a new page. I'm going to go hover over new up here and say page. And I'm going to call it services. Once I've given it a name, I'm going to publish it. Hit publish. Now it's published. I'm going to say use the Divi builder. And that gives us 3 options. We can build from scratch, we can choose a pre-made layout, or we can clone an existing page. I'm going to clone our existing page, that About Us page. So I just clicked on Choose Page. There it is, there's our About Us page. And it's just loading it in there. And there we have it. And as if by magic, you can see that the dynamic content's changed it to the title of the page there. So that's why we use dynamic content. It's great if you want things to happen automatically. Okay, the other thing I was talking about was loading and saving things from the library. So pretend we hadn't cloned this page and you just wanted to put a section header on your page there. Let's remove that. And I'll hit this add section. I don't think I can grab it at the top there. We have to grab it down here and we'll have to move it up. So add new section, add from library. And there's the page header that I just saved before. And there we are, I've put it in there and of course it's grabbed that again. And you can just move it up to where you want it, which is at the top there. There we go. And the other thing was, well, let's change the image on the background here. I'm not going to change anything else other than the image. So it's content, background. There's the image tab. Let's get rid of the image that's there. And it's got that color behind it. Just add a new image. And again, I'll just take one right there. That's fine. It's different, but it's similar, so that works for me. Okay, so we've done that. That's one way of doing it. Or, like I said, you can create your section without this part in it. So let's get rid of that module. And we saved the module itself on its own. So we could just go add new module. And we could say add from library. And there's our title module that I saved just now. Put it in there. Dynamic content. So there you have it. That's how to make a page title using dynamic content with the Divi theme. If you've seen my videos before, you know I love the Divi theme. It's absolutely awesome and just keeps getting better and better with more and more features, and it's easier and easier to use. If you want to take it for a test run, you can do so from my affiliate link below this video. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Let's just save this. And exit the Visual Builder. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're interested in web development, take a look down below. We've got some great free courses down there, as well as some premium courses with some huge discounts for our YouTube subscribers. So do take a look. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.